Good morning. Oh my gosh, I'm so pale. I'm gonna self-tan as soon as I get some coffee. I have some explaining to do, which is why I'm vlogging. This is... Ah! Let's just start the day, okay? This is my first coffee all week. Not of my own free will. I was sick. I had like a throat infection, and everything I drank that was like not water like burned my throat, so. You want under the blanket? Yeah. Typically I would self-tan on a day I have nothing to do and I wouldn't get ready. Afterwards I would just wash it off, but I do have to film and work today, so I'm gonna have to kind of work with what I have. But I have a little bit of a system for what I do currently because my skin is really sensitive. With a Loving Tan Ultra Dark all over my body up to the top of my neck, and then I take this 10-minute tan and I put this on my face. It's great because you put it on your face and then you wash it off 10 minutes later. Which is really nice because then you don't have to worry about your face breaking out, you don't have the product sitting there all day or soaking into your pores. Also, Loving Tan did just come out with a gradual tan. I haven't tried this yet. This is in the shade Dark. I'm gonna actually try this on my face next time and I'll let you guys know what I think in an upcoming vlog. I'm all ready. I think my tan looks pretty good. It's gonna take a few hours to fully develop. My hair looks really dark on camera. I love that. I almost just want to color it straight black because it fades so dark. And I know everyone says like wash it in cold water, wash it in cold water. Easier said than done, okay? I cannot wash my hair in cold water. I did it for 2 years when I had red hair, and that's why I got rid of my red hair. So I think once this California sun goes away a little bit and it gets into fall, it should be a little bit easier. I'm gonna eat some lunch. Part of it is this green smoothie. If you do follow me on Instagram, we've been doing smoothie preps every Sunday. If you wanna see like a smoothie prep video where I show you exactly how we make our smoothies, let me know. But we've been making where we both have one green smoothie every day for the week. Because I'm not the best always with keeping up with eating healthy. I'm really working on it. So this has really helped because then I know I at least have a big, huge thing of greens every single day. So I am gonna drink this and then I'm gonna make some lunch. Maybe have another glass of coffee. I haven't even finished this one, but I'm feeling a little wild today. It's Friday. So I feel like I owe everyone a little bit of an explanation. And I mean, if you're new here, you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? But I'm just gonna start from the bottom and I hope this like helps fill everyone in. I'm not gonna go into like my life story. I do have a whole podcast that I uploaded as a YouTube video that is on my channel. If you haven't seen that, I will link it below. So my life was really different before I was on YouTube. I started my channel a little bit before 2015, but before that, you know, my life was really different. I grew up around a lot of abuse, sexual assault. I struggled with mental health. I self-harmed a lot growing up, and I struggled a lot. And there was a time in 2014 where I had no money to my name. I was eating oatmeal for multiple meals a day, and I decided to give myself a little bit of a hope, I guess. I had like a mindset shift all of a sudden. I had watched The Secret on Netflix and I thought, you know, I want to try one more time. I really want to try it in my life. And I ended up going back to college for photography. I started my YouTube channel. Photography took off really fast for me, and all of a sudden I was making more money than I had ever made, you know. I was doing pretty well, and then there was a radio contest where in Atlanta they were giving away a free luxury apartment, fully furnished, and then $67,000 worth of money and gift cards for an entire year. And here I was, you know, broke, unhappy, trying to, you know, work on myself. I had started my YouTube channel. I was actually originally starting my channel to do like photography videos, like photography tutorials. And that contest came out and I won. And instantly overnight, I was given a new life. I felt like it was a little bit of a Cinderella story. But when I won that contest, my name was put everywhere. I was all over the radio. It was on like local news and stuff. So I did kind of, I grew a lot of, you know, YouTube followers. I went from like 0 YouTube followers to about 30,000 overnight. And then during that year, I lived an incredible life. I got to do amazing things I'd never done. I was living in this beautiful apartment and I got to wear all these really expensive clothes. And because of that, my channel grew really quickly, and I was at 100,000 subscribers making full-time income off of YouTube before my free year at that apartment was up. And one thing that I've always struggled with is like, I know that's a crazy story, and I know it's like not something that people often get, and I think I struggled with like a little bit of imposter syndrome for a long time, not feeling like I deserved it, I guess. But I still like, I made the most of it. And when the year was up, I didn't look back. I, moved to Ohio. I worked on my YouTube channel. I met my husband, and, my life was really good. But I was making all these videos about hauls and life hacks and fitness routines and life hacks. Oh my gosh, I never want to make another life hack again. No offense if you make them. I just made like a million life hacks, and on the inside I was still kind of hurting, I was still struggling with the fact that my mom told me she hated me more than she loved me, and I lost my virginity to sexual assault, and I don't know, I struggled with a lot of that, and I never took time to really think about it. And I would struggle with my emotions a lot. My emotions have always been kind of like this, where I'll have really good days and then really bad days, or at least that's how it was. I was having really, 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 really bad days where I was depressed and suicidal. And then I was having really good days where I thought I was on top of the world. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lindsay, you have all these subscribers on YouTube. Like, your life is great. Make videos. And so here I was, spending days where I was crying and upset, and Noah was holding me and trying to figure out what he could do to make me better. But all you guys were seeing were the hauls, the life hacks. Does that make sense? And I had never even told any of you about what my life had been like. And I think for a long time, I thought I should just put that away. It's like I felt like I won the contest for the free apartment, and that my YouTube channel like kind of, like skyrocketed overnight. So I should pretend that the Lindsay that went through all of that never existed. And that's what I did. I pretended that she wasn't real, that she didn't exist. I like put her away, and I gave myself a new start. And it was nice at first, but it's one of those things where like you have to unpack your trauma a little bit. You can't just hold on to all of it in this like imaginary suitcase, because eventually it's going to fly open and it's gonna be really heavy whether or not anyone else sees it. I think it was like November of last year, I had a friendship that was just going really south. It was very negative. She was like always making fun of my mental health and talking bad about everyone around me, and that's such a small thing, and usually little drama like that doesn't affect me. I think it's because I'm sure if you've gone through anything, and all of us really have, you know what I'm saying, like when you've gone through something really big, and I was struggling with making sure my brothers were safe, around my mom and stuff, that when someone like tries to start drama with you, you're like, this is nothing, like bye, and you ignore it. But this was like a clear sign to me that my mental health was really in a bad place, because she would say like these mean comments to me, and typically I'd blow that off and I'd just like stop talking to a person. But it was draining me. Like, it was to the point she'd say something to me and I would spend 2 days crying over it. And I'm being completely serious, and I don't know what it was, but I think it was that I had just held on and said, I'm fine, okay, I'm okay for so long, that the littlest thing just kind of cracked me, and it all just came spilling out. I did end up like ending that friendship completely. I had to, and she wasn't a bad person at all. It was just that, we would have little arguments and she would kind of take it too far, in my opinion. And it just wasn't good for me. So eventually I just kind of broke around November, and I stopped really posting, and I decided I need to take time for my mental health. And I did take a good bit of a break. I didn't post for like a few months. I was still on Instagram, but then I started my podcast, and I started writing my book. And through writing my book and starting my podcast, I found a way to talk about mental health and my life and what I'd been through. And it really kind of like showed me how supportive you all are, and how I wish I had shared that stuff before. And then I started seeking help and really being active about it. And then around February, Noah found out, because we lived in Ohio. I think that's like one of the last videos on my channel, like 2-3 videos ago. Noah and I found out we were moving from Ohio to Los Angeles just for a few years for his job. Picked up when we moved, and I decided I wanted to come back and film a little bit, and I filmed like moving vlogs. They're on my channel. And the announcement of when we moved, I was feeling really good. I had taken that break, and I had talked about my life on my podcast, and I uploaded my life story. Actually, I think I uploaded the my life story after. I think I uploaded that after. Anyways, not the point. So we moved, and I was writing my book, and things were going really well. And then after like 2 or 3 videos, I just still found myself like not really knowing how to handle YouTube anymore. because I was so used to doing the life hacks in the hauls that I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really watch a lot of YouTube, and I just felt like I didn't know, like after the move I was like, okay, so now what? What do I share? Like what do I post? And so I just focused on the podcast and my book. I missed you guys a lot. You know, I missed posting. I missed the community here. But I took the last few months and I just really focused on my mental health. I know that I have this channel for a reason, and I know how grateful I am for all of you. So when I was looking at my channel, when I started thinking I wanted to come back and start filming, I didn't really know what to do. I started toying around with a few different videos, but I realized I just want to be open with you. I don't want to do a bunch of like boring sit down videos. I did a few of those like before this video. I did like 2-3 sit down videos, and I felt kind of bored, even though I'm sitting down right now. But I think instead of telling you all the tips all the time of how to get out of mental health and how to deal with this, I'm just gonna vlog and I'm gonna show you how I deal with it. There will be other aspects, like there will be my fitness and, you know, things with Noah and fashion. I think it's gonna be a really nice mix. So I pulled out my vlog camera and we're gonna see where this goes. And if you haven't noticed, if you look on my channel, I did something very necessary for me, which I felt really bad about, but I deleted all of the old videos on my channel besides like 5. I left one of the videos that hit 1 million just so that I didn't lose my monetization. Don't judge me, but I know you have to have like a certain amount of views on YouTube to have your videos monetized, and I was scared if I deleted all of my videos that I would lose my monetization, and you know, I make money off of this. I'm not gonna lie about that. So I deleted almost all of my videos, not because they weren't good, but because I want to stop comparing myself to who I was. I don't want to compare myself to, you know, Life Hack Lindsay, or, you know, I don't want to compare myself to Lindsay that got a lot of views but was really, really unhappy. I want to be myself on here. I thought I had to niche myself, and I think I put so much pressure on myself back then to have a certain amount of views, or I just felt like people were gonna find out that I wasn't worth this YouTube channel or that contest. But truthfully, I had to figure out that I was worth this YouTube channel or that contest I won or the place that I live. It wasn't up to anyone else to figure out my worth. It was up to me. And I think I needed this break to do so. It was a long break, but I'm back. And who knows what's gonna happen here. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm scared to put the sound on because Noah's tooting back here.
Powerful.
Noah's home from work. He got home super early. It's only 4 o'clock, but usually he gets home like 7, so that's early.
It's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, it's a long drive, but Noah is doing some really awesome stuff with his job. I'm so proud of him. He's in training still, but he's like at top of the training, and he just explained to me that what he's doing, I can't tell you because it's for the next video. It's part of the next video. The only 2 other people in the history of his company, it's a huge company too, have ever done what he's doing.
That's cried at work.
That's not what it... I mean, he might cry at work. I don't know, but you guys gotta stay tuned to the next video because it's just so cool. There's some cool news coming on. Your phone's going off. So we're gonna go celebrate in a little bit. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I would take Splenda packets and I would pour them over my hair when we'd go to restaurants. Are you paying attention?
I am paying attention.
So I would take the packets, I would go into the bathroom of the restaurant, and I would rip open the packets of the sugar and then pour them over my head.
Just for fun?
For fun. I was like 7. I would do it all the time, and then I'd come out and be like, look! And my grandma would be like, stop doing that. All right, you gotta sit. You gotta sit. Oh, okay. We got one good girl. Oh, and we got one little good boy. Oh, yes. We are home for the night. We're gonna be done with filming, so make sure to subscribe, thumbs up, notifications, all the good stuff, whatever you wanna do. And be ready. Stay tuned for the next video, because we have an announcement. You can't say stuff like that when I'm filming. My husband is inappropriate. I'm gonna turn this camera off so I don't have to kill him. Good night.